Now, art makes life worth living, and to kick off, we will be checking some visually appealing artworks from Jacqueline Suowari, a ballpoint pen artist and a draftswoman whose foray into art started from the early age of 5, and for the past decade, she's been doing it. Now, she has stunned her ardent collectors with magnetic pieces, which over time have grown larger than life. Good morning, Jacqueline.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. And thank you for traveling all the way. We are so honored to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Talk about a ballpoint pen artist. This is the first time I'm hearing, I've heard about different artists, but tell us about being a ballpoint pen artist.
There's nothing different about it. It's just the medium that we're using to create the art. So as opposed to using like ordinary brushes and pencils, I use a pen, a ballpoint pen. Okay. Precisely, yes.
Now, we did read that you started from the age of 5. Now, how did your family take you wanting to be an artist and not chasing being a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer? How did your family react to that?
Okay, so in the beginning, my mom used to like always buy me papers and crayons because she was like so excited that I used to draw.
Okay.
Then after a while, like she was like, this is becoming serious, so, you know. And then I said I wanted to be an artist, and she was like, well, people that do art, they don't really have money. I don't want you to suffer, you know. But there was that concern. But I think with time, my parents kind of got comfortable with it, and then they were like pushing me forward. Yeah. Yes.
And now, as an artist, how is it for you sustainability? I mean, how is the financial returns? Because not everybody in Nigeria is into art. So how is it like for you?
Okay, so the art community in Nigeria is a small one, but it's a thriving one. Yeah. And in the beginning, like every other career, you have to like go through the hurdles, you know, face some days where you'll be hungry, but it is passion that keeps it going, you know. When you're passionate about something, it's like a guy that's chasing a babe that he really likes, you know, no matter what, you keep going at it. And it's passion that keeps the fuel for the production and for the love for the art. So you don't give up at some point and be like, this thing is not for me. At some point, because of course, everybody that is pursuing a career of some sort, you get to a point where you get tired, you get exhausted, you feel like giving up. But the passion is what keeps it going. So even on days when there's some hunger, because there is hunger in the beginning, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, passion keeps it going.
Let's talk about the hunger part. The part where you're thinking twice. Tell me about one experience that you had that you almost felt like throwing in the towel.
Okay, so when I was doing my youth service, I had job offers for like normal 9-to-5 jobs. Yeah. But a lot of the time they were like out of my career field. I've always wanted to just be an artist, like a full-time studio artist. Yeah. I didn't even want to do anything else. And I was getting offers, you know, to do other things, to even be a lecturer in my department. But I wanted, and during youth service, the hunger was real, very real. I was even doing art lessons, you know, teaching children with disabilities and all that stuff. Wow. But one day, I think I was trekking in Abuja, and I was just like waiting. Like, God, what is this? Like, am I sure I don't want to just go back and take this 9-to-5 job, you know? So there are days like that, yeah.
Okay, now we have one of your pieces up showing on screen now. I would like us to talk about the preparation process, or you did this, but you've done so much. I would like us to just take one and talk about how you worked it. Okay, like this one now. Walk us through the creation of this work.
Okay, so first of all, my works always starts from an idea. Okay. So there's an idea, there's a message I'm trying to portray. Okay. Then I kind of like picture what it should look like in my head. Okay. Then the title of this work is called Comfort Zone.
Comfort Zone,
yeah.
Okay.
So I try to what it should look like in my head, then I now look for like people who I think will suit the narrative I'm trying to. This is one of my friends, her name is Stephanie. Okay. And I just told her, Stephanie, okay, let's do this shoot. And then we got the photographer, and we actually posed her. That was like paper. I just rolled the paper and put it in her hand. I told her, okay, so give us the attitude like you're smoking. And then, so that's the first stage is the photography, getting the concept. Then we'll start drawing. So the paper is really large, like it's really large. So I do the drawing with pencil at first, because you don't want to make mistakes on that kind of thing. Yeah. Then when I'm sure that, okay, everything is perfect, then I start drawing with the biro.
So how many biros does it take you to get
this particular one took close to maybe 17 to 20 pens.
Pens, wow.
Yes.
And then how long did it take you?
Okay, so typically, these ones that are this size will take me between 1 month and 6 weeks.
1 month and 6 weeks.
Yes.
Of drop. Wow. But 1 month is like, how do you pace yourself? Do you give yourself a time frame in a day?
Okay, so because it's a ballpoint pen and then the lines are really very fine, I have to, like, I work with very strict schedules. Like in the morning, I wake up, go to the studio by 10, and I close by 5:30 every day, Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that way I'm able to put in enough work to make sure that, you know, I'm heading somewhere, because I can't even leave it to chance. Like when I feel like, when I don't feel like, I won't finish any work. Yeah.
And so now, people who want your pieces, do they have to tell you what they have in mind, or do you curate for what you feel would work for them? Both,
actually. Both, actually. So sometimes a client might tell me, oh, I want you to do a portrait of me. Okay. First of all, I'll tell you, it's going to be in my style. So I won't come and paint like other painters. I'll paint like Jacqueline. And I like to capture people in their essence, like their true form. So I would ask you questions about, you know, what makes you kick. And then we'll do this photo shoot, and I'll make sure you're completely relaxed, because body language is like 100% for me. I like people to be vulnerable. So we'll have to capture you in your most vulnerable moment before I will now move to drawing. Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing you do is actually take a picture of the person. So the person doesn't have to sit there for a
No, no, you just, no.
So what we had on screen now was a picture, was that a piece, that's you, but that's not you in the picture.
No, that's not me in the picture.
So tell us about this picture.
Okay, so this photograph was taken by a photographer in Abuja.
Okay.
I was going through my Instagram feed and I saw the photograph and I was like, oh my goodness, like I have to. So I approached him. His name is Fabulous Banji. So I approached him and I was like, I like this photograph and I would like to draw it and all that stuff. And then that's how I started it, because sometimes when I can organize like a full photo shoot and then I won't see any photograph that I like, but you've done everything, models, photographers, but you won't see. So sometimes I collaborate with photographers. Like Instagram has been awesome for that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. And wish you all the best. I know you have an exhibition coming up real soon. When's that going to hold?
It's on the 25th of this month. But it's in Abuja.
In Abuja? Yeah. Please share the virtual link to be present
no problem.
there.
Definitely.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. I mean, Thursdays is what we call Artsy Thursdays, and there's definitely no Wake Up Nigeria without a music performance. Coming up next is a performance. We have our artist is on standby, and Mike is going to be talking to him.